Hello and happy Tuesday. I have just a short Tuesday tip for you today. Something that I've been thinking about, and it's not complicated, yet it is complicated. And I think it'll really get your gears turning as well.
I'm Bonnie Christine, and this is where all things creativity, design, business, and marketing unite. I'm a mama living in a tiny town tucked right inside the Smoky Mountains, running a multi-seven-figure business, doing the most creative and impactful work of my life. But when I first set out to become an entrepreneur, I was struggling to make ends meet and wrestling with how to accomplish my biggest dream of becoming a fabric designer. Fast forward to today, I'm not only licensing my artwork all over the world, but also teaching others how to design their creative life and experience the same success. I'm here to help you spend your life doing something that lights you up. I'll help you build a creative business that also creates an impact, changes people's lives, gives you all of the freedom you want, and is wildly profitable. Welcome to the Professional Creative Podcast.
So I'm going to tell you a story, and I have to kind of let the two people involved in the story are going to remain anonymous because I don't officially have permission to share. But I think the lesson here is one that we can all very much take away. So one of my biggest mentors and friends was able to visit one of the most prolific writers and marketers our world has ever seen recently. And one of the biggest takeaways he had when he came back was that this incredible, successful man who he had gone to visit really talked to him about how important it was to own your kind of atmosphere. So really being in control of your environment. So for instance, this man had an office space where he did not have any internet. Okay, so there was no internet connectivity in his workspace. And this, I think for us, blows our minds, right? How could you go to that length of effort and responsibility as to even remove internet? But the interesting thing here is that what he did was identify the biggest distraction, identify what was distracting him the most, and then removed it. And so because of that, he has been one of the most revered and prolific writers in history. And it was all really, I think, boils down to his ability to control his environment. And so I've been thinking about this in so many ways. Of course, we probably need the internet to function in our business, but do we need maybe two different spaces? For instance, I have a room in my studio where there's internet in there, but there's nothing connected to the internet. So I have a completely analog room that is for artwork creation only. Now, of course, I can walk in and have my phone with me. And so sometimes I have to literally take my phone and treat myself as if I'm a toddler and remove it, put it in another room, and walk myself back into my analog room. It's like our focus is such a rare resource, and we allow it to be interrupted by so many things. Picture this. Your creative business thriving beyond your wildest dreams. More than just a business, an entire legacy. It's not just possible, but I want you to feel how close it is to within your reach. I want to unfold the map of success together with you. In fact, I want to invite you to join me on a journey unlike any other with my brand new professional creative business coaching program. If you're currently making in between $50,000 and $200,000 a year in your business, it's time to think bigger. Imagine expanding your team, honing your leadership, and overcoming the challenges most businesses face. You know, what got you to where you are today isn't going to be the same thing that gets you to where you're going. If you're nodding along, I made this program for you. We'll have weekly live coaching calls, accountability pods to keep you on track, and a vault of resources and bonuses, along with a community of fellow creative big thinkers. Because growing together is where all the magic happens. We've got the Time Management Lab, my $5 million launch debrief, and a Creative Profits training, which you'll have as a launch pad for all your revenue streams. But if you're unsure if this is your next step, I would love to chat with you. So in order to do that, I need you to send me a DM on Instagram or fill out our short interest form over at bonniechristine.com/coach so that I can personally follow up with you and just ask you a few questions, because I want to make sure that this is the perfect fit for you and your journey right now. You have my word. If I don't think I can truly move the needle for you, I'll tell you. So if you're ready to elevate your creative business and step into your power and into a room of some really big thinkers, join me by filling out the interest form at bonniechristine.com/coach, or just DM me over on Instagram, the word coach, and I'll respond with my first few questions for you. Together, let's make your passion your legacy. Not only do we allow it, but I think that oftentimes we look for the interruption, right? Because it is immediate gratification to be needed, to need to check on things, to need to respond to a message. It feels good, like we were able to accomplish something. When a task that can be completed in less than a few minutes gets done, we get this hit of dopamine, right? Like, oh, we're doing stuff, right? We're making things happen. And it's that really difficult work, the deep work that requires our full mind, that we really, really have to be just aggressively protective of. So my question to you today is, what do you need to aggressively protect, and how do you need to protect it? This is so fascinating for me to think about. I think many different things that this could look like for you is removing apps from your phone, removing email from your phone, removing Slack from your phone, removing social media from your phone, or using an app that restrains how long you're using each of those apps. Maybe it's dedication to really not come online until a specific time of the day. So maybe you get to not be online until 11 a.m. and you start your day early, get your biggest focused, most difficult work out of the way, and then kind of come online and become reactive and control the chaos of the rest of the day at a particular time. Maybe it is that analog space where you don't allow anything in other than the actual tools that you need. I'm not sure what it looks like for you. I'm not exactly sure what it looks like for me, but it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. And so I wanted to share it with you today. How can we aggressively protect our spaces so that we can very much move the needle on what we want to move the most? That's it for today. My friends, create the beauty that you want to see come alive in the world. And remember, there's room for you.